What? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Hammerheads? Ben Hammer HP! Craig coming at you. Okay, long time since we brought a video. And the first thing you're probably thinking is, what in the world is this behind me, right? Yeah, well, let me start off and apologize that, we didn't do a proper send-off video for Scarlett, the Ford Explorer ST. I had all intentions of making that video, and I actually started it, but man, it was quick, fast, in a hurry. We had to get down there. It was like a 3-hour trip to go pick up the truck. It was raining here that day. As you can see here, kind of a dark, gloomy, sad day. Little rain coming on. I guess it's never really a dark, gloomy, sad day when you get a little rain in West Texas. We take it when we can get it, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, take a look here. Obviously now the garage doesn't have a car in it and everything's pretty much nice and organized. That is because we're getting rid of Scarlett. Yep. I know it's crazy. We just had the Mustang, just got rid of it, got Scarlett, and now we're getting rid of her. Gonna trade her in for something that may bring some new fun to the channel. We'll see how it goes. But and then the sun was shining when we got where we were going, but then the wind was blowing like 40 miles an hour, and so it was gonna make for a horrible video. There was gonna be a ton of wind noise and everything outside, looking at the truck and all that good stuff. And so we did the paperwork. We left the Explorer there, we left Scarlett there. And let me tell you, this car, okay, we are not trading this in for any fault of this car. I'm telling you what, if you got a family that fits good in this car and you can afford this SUV, this Ford Explorer ST has been wonderful. We have no complaints about this car whatsoever. We got into this thing, hopped, and came back. And now we've had it for 3 weeks, and so I'm just now making the video. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. Van Hammer horsepower. We're looking at 410 horsepower here behind us, and of course, that 410 doesn't quite equate to the speed and the acceleration that we had in Racy Lacy or even the Explorer ST, but we're kind of in a whole different world with a Power Wagon, and that's what she is. Princess Ruby here is what we've named her. Mrs. Van Hammer came up with the name Ruby, and the princess got added, I guess, kind of after I told some of my buddies I was getting the truck. One of my buddies, I guess, insinuated that she would be a parking lot princess, which, in all honesty, there's probably a lot of truth behind that. But we do have some plans for it. I know we had some plans for Scarlett too, but the whole COVID thing and things being shut down, and there weren't a whole lot of options for the ST until the latter part of us owning it. And so we just we just didn't do a whole lot with her. And but I hope that changes here with Ruby here. I have kind of an overland type approach that I want to take with her. That seems to be one of the hot things today. And honestly, I love camping. Mrs. Van Hammer, not so much, unless you can glamorize the camping as much as possible, which is why we used to have a fifth wheel. So anyway, this won't be quite the experience of fifth wheel camping, but we'll try to do what we can to make it the most comfortable we can for Mrs. Van Hammer, but while still getting to do some more real camping type atmosphere and things like that. So without further ado, let's just do a little walk around our 2021 Ram Power Wagon, and yeah, let's take a look. We'll walk out here in the sun, and I tell you the first thing, not my first color choice. I like some of the other color choices, but this is probably the most beautiful color in the sun. This is the Delmonico Red. Okay, you'll see we do have the 75th anniversary edition. Okay, so we don't have the big Power Wagon sticker there on the side. It comes with the Power Wagon decal on both sides of the door, and then you come around the back and it says Power Wagon around the bottom there. Let's go ahead and start here with the front, and I'll talk about so it is a Power Wagon with the 75th anniversary edition package to it, but basically it's a basic Power Wagon with the 75th anniversary edition. You can get a few more add-ons technology wise with these things that I don't have on here. So a lot of the reviews and walk-arounds that you see of some of the Power Wagons, you'll see a few different things. People have a few extra things, and here on the front, one of the things you'll notice that I don't have is that front camera. Some of these Power Wagons come with a front camera that you can view on the screen in there that will give you the markers, just like in your reverse camera or your backup camera, and that's for the off-roading purposes so that you can see your line. Okay, but every Power Wagon does come with the 12,000 pound Warren winch, so we'll see if I ever have a use for that. You see we've already got our VHHP license plates on there. 75th anniversary edition comes with the vertical bar grill. That's to pay homage to the first Power Wagons. They had the vertical steel grills in there. 75th anniversary edition does get an upgraded LED headlight there. You see we'll have the front sensors, we have fog lights, we have the recovery hooks there. All right, let's see here, we got the 2500 heavy duty badging with the Hemi 6.4 liter. Like I said, it's a 6.4 liter, but not the 6.4 liter that you would think of and in like the Chargers and Challengers there. And you'll see a lot, you can already see here probably from the wheel well a lot of what this beast is about. It's all about off-roading. Okay, and you see in there, you see the shocks, you see the raised level. This is 2 inches above what a regular 2500 would be. It comes with the 33-inch Wrangler Goodyears with the beadlock wheels. These wheels right here are the wheels that come on the TRX. These wheels are 75th anniversary edition specific. All right, if you get a regular Power Wagon, it comes with a different wheel. We'll take just a quick look under here. You can see the sway bars and things up underneath here. It's pretty sweet. And we'll take a look at, of course, you got front and rear locking differentials, and you also have the electronic front sway bar disconnect to give you that extra articulation that comes with the off-roading. Oh, one thing we want to hit back up here is the cab lights. That was like a must. We were talking about getting a truck, and we wanted a big truck. Mrs. Van Hammer wanted a big truck. We've had big trucks before. She liked them. A couple of things, we didn't want to deal with a diesel because we knew we weren't going to be towing anything. So you have a couple options when you don't go diesel, and this ultimately, the Power Wagon, is what we went with. And then Mrs. Van Hammer said if we get a big truck, I want cab lights. So she got cab lights, and it really sets this thing off at night and makes it look really cool. Okay, coming along the side here, the 75th anniversary edition comes with the Ram rock sliders there. They don't bother me. The kids have a little issue getting up into the truck, and Mrs. Van Hammer has a little issue getting up in the truck because if you see here, there's not really much to step on there. So I have a feeling those will probably end up coming off because, like I said, it's a parking lot princess. Not really, but I don't think we're going to do anything so hardcore that the rock slider is going to be necessary. We'll probably put a regular step up on there. Maybe if I save up enough, we'll get the power step on there. There's some of the 75th anniversary edition badging that comes with the 75th anniversary edition. Here, if we look in the wheel well in the back, you'll see again some of this stuff that just makes it this off-road ride here. Of course, we got shocks, coils in the back with all this suspension and stabilization bars here. You'll see the rear sway bar there underneath. Pretty great. Oh, let's see. One thing I forgot to mention too with the Power Wagon, you get a steel bumper, steel front bumper. Come back here, you get the steel rear bumper. Of course, you got your hookups for if you are towing anything. Max towing capacity is a little over 10,000, I think. 10.3, 10.5, 10,000, somewhere in there. Not a lot for a big truck, but then again, like I said, it's not set up for that. You do get, here's our wonderful key. So you can get the tailgate assist there where it comes down real slow. One of the things I didn't get, obviously we didn't get Ram boxes, and I didn't get the bed package, which comes with the bed liner, and then you have the little rail system in here for you get the little plastic bed divider. It does come with tie down hooks, comes with an outlet in the back, so that'll work. You do get a camera right there above or built into your cab light, it's kind of like a bed camera, I guess, into the brake light is what it is. So while the rest of the truck's clean, obviously the bed is not so clean. But I do plan on putting a bed liner in here. I think I've watched a lot of videos on the Raptor lining and doing that yourself, so I'd like to try that, and that's probably be the route we go with that. I've been doing some research on some tonneau covers, so we'll see what we end up going with when it comes to that. It does have the sensor here in the front to unlock when you put your hand by there. It doesn't have it on the back one. We'll get in here. It's pretty nice. They did a pretty nice setup. Of course, we got the upgraded audio system for this. I kind of like these little touches here. We're kind of almost like a three-tone, three or four different colors here in the interior. You got kind of this carbon fiber type look here with the plastic, the leather trim with it's like a gray stitching in there, and then you you have the gray or silver handles, these kind of silver, grayish silver smoke kind of metallic pieces built in there. Okay, and then we'll swing around in here and you'll see some more things that come with the 75th anniversary package. Would be this brown leather seating. You'll see the brown. Okay, and then it's got this little gray piping in the black, so you get like a tri-colored look there. Get the badging there in the back of the seat. So if we hop on up here real quick. All right, we got, it says Power Wagon there in the instrument panel. We got this nice leather dash here, and man, it's hot already. So that's one thing we're really gonna have to take care of here, because we don't fit all the way in the garage. So we'll have to get a sun visor, make sure we keep some conditioner there on that leather. Okay, we pan around here. If we look, we get the Power Wagon badging there with the 75th anniversary edition. That gives us our build number, 1229. So that's pretty sweet. And then of course the thing that catches everybody's eye when you come in here is this huge 12-inch screen. This was a must-have for me. This is what I wanted if I had got the vehicle. Stop that beeping there real quick. How about we just turn it down, that way you can see. All right, so we'll turn that down. You can see here, you got in this, you can have, it's a dual screen. You can have two panels. If you use any of the buttons down at the bottom, it can then become full screen. So if we go to nav here, and then you get a full screen nav. I'm not going to go into too much detail here on the screen here. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there on how to work this, but you can customize a lot of these buttons and screens. Customize what you want on your home screen, whether you want things on the top and bottom. Come down here to the apps. Of course, when you buy the truck, you get the free satellite radio for a while, and the things that come with Sirius. The 75th anniversary edition comes extra with your off-road pages. Pretty cool little graphic there. But anyway, it'll show if your sway bar is connected, what, you know, are you in 2 high, 4 low, front and rear, if they're locked or not. Of course, there's all your digital gauges, and then pitch and roll meter there. So stuff's pretty cool. I don't know how much we'll use most of that. While I don't mind going off-road, I also do mind scratching up my vehicles. I take very good care of them. When you trade them in every 1.5 to 2 years, you kind of have to. So, but anyway, pretty cool. I like that. It's neat. Move on to the center console. You talk about room. There's all kinds of room in the center console. You can lift this up. You can move this. You have this deep, huge pocket here. You can move it forward. You have a deep, huge pocket here. And this locks at different intervals. This holds your phones. You got Apple and Android connects here. Then your center console will also open. Got stuff there. Here's some more badging for the 75th anniversary edition. Of course, you got the heated and cooled seats, trailer brake stuff. Here's your gear shift knob, where you can disconnect and connect your sway bar, your 4-wheel drive settings, and you can lock your front and rear down here. So you can take a look here on the dash. Yeah, that's 10 miles per gallon. That's what we're sitting at city driving, and that's probably about kind of where we stay, between 9.8
and 10-1-ish is where we've been over the 3 weeks with the truck. 3 or 4 tanks. On the highway, we're looking at about, depending on wind conditions, you're probably between 14 and 15. Come around to the back here, you'll see we'll continue with that brown leather and everything. Speakers up in the top, fits a car seat well. You get the carpet pads, which I'm not all happy about. That would be one of my complaints. I think if you get a specified 4x4 truck that's supposed to be made to go off-road and stuff, man, they should, part of the Power Wagon package should be like a rubber liner format. Then you get these cool little cubbies in here, which are kind of a pain in the butt to get to because you have to unlock this, move this out of the way, but they're there. It's good stuff to put like ratchet straps, recovery straps, things like that. Probably nothing you need to get to in a hurry. In the back, you have the same connections that you do up front for anybody that's got the phones to charge. Little outlet there as well. The air conditioning vents are pretty sufficient here in the back. It cools down the back pretty well. Come here, you have the flip. I mean, they got cup holders galore. Like, you got 2 here, 2 down there, 2 in the seat, 2 in the console rest there. I mean, plenty of cup holders. Passenger seat. You get a glove box, then you get another cool little cubby there. Let's see, 410 horsepower, 429 foot-pound of torque. Your gross combined weight rating, 18,000 pounds. All right, you kind of heard it there too when I started it up. There's not a whole lot of growl to it, the 6.4, so that'll have to be one of the things that we change as well. I've been looking at some exhaust modifications and things like that. Power mods, there's not a whole lot out there for the Wagon. Of course, you know Dodge is notorious for being a pain in the butt about their programming and stuff, and so these newer trucks, there's not a lot of people, if any, really out there that have dove into these 2021s and got into the programming to unlock it and things like that. So probably one of the downfalls to that, because if you go like maybe say the 7.3 trimmer route with Ford, a lot of guys are slapping a lot of guys are slapping the Pro Charger superchargers on them, and I believe Whipple is also coming out with, supercharger format for those 7.3s and things like that. And so those trimmers and those 7.3s, man, can end up with a lot of power. There is a Pro Charger that you can put on to the Dodge, but your power numbers in the end are going to be a lot less than the Ford and stuff like that, because you can actually tune the Dodge to the Pro Charger like you would the Ford and things like that. But anyway, there's the truck for you. It's beautiful. We love it so far. There's going to be some updates to it. We're going to do some things to it. Definitely we'll have a video for like the Raptor spray on liner, installing the tonneau cover. If we ever get a chance to use the winch or anything like that, you know, we'll probably do little videos of maybe what we use that for. We'll bring you some exhaust videos when we get the exhaust updated, just little things like that. A lot of these things are already on YouTube. The 75th anniversary editions and these Power Wagons have been around for a little while, so nothing too new, just new to our channel. And like I said, we're enjoying it so far and hope to get a lot more enjoyment out of it with some modifications and some overlanding. Hopefully we can get some camping trips in and things like that. So Anyway, wind's picking up a little bit, so we'll get out of here. Like always, drop the hammer. Peace.
Do it.